you're seeing that now.
A shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Wolverines. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
Salt enter wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and give me another touchdown.
The returner will field it and bring it back. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Oh, shoot, I
Indiana
forgot.
has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go.
Pardon. He just got what?
Looking to throw on first down. Pressure coming. Finds a man on the left. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Man, it's kind of crazy. That's only the second time we've called his number, called his name, like his second catch of the day. We're used to this guy really impacting a football game, and this offense has to do a better job finding him, featuring him, giving him chances to make plays.
The offense has lost the element of surprise here, right? Fourth quarter, they're trailing by a lot. They're trying to go 4 verticals, but the defense knows it's coming, and they do a nice job in the back end making sure that falls incomplete.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed, he's got power, he's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
They're working that left side. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught over the middle. It's Chandler. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day, dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They go to the ground. Turning it on. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now inside the 20, 1st and 10 from the 18. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Michigan. The lead gets bigger here in the fourth quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation, and they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet, and that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Looking downfield on first down. Throws to the wideout. Working the middle. Makes the grab, and not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Hoosiers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
And the Hoosiers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to get it through the air. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Trying to get it to the marker. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down.
That's a down and distance that would make a lot of coaching staffs pause, maybe call a timeout and think about, but not this one. There was no doubt, Reese, they were going to run the football and try to pick that up on 4th.
Direct challenge to the defense. If you want the ball, you're going to have to take it from us or stop us, and they didn't.
So moving forward in this game, let's just see how this defensive line responds to this. Can they be more physical and start winning their one-on-one battles?
High the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time he's got it. He was hoping to get that thing down the sideline. They get him out of bounds at the 37.
We just have not called this guy's name.
A
enough. He's
bleeper?
one of the best receivers in all of college football, and that was only his 2nd catch. I think that's a big reason why they're trailing this much in this game so late. They just have not been able to get one of their biggest weapons involved as often as they needed to.
Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. The Hoosiers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation, hitting the quarterback, being disruptive. They've been all over the field.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
With a deficit like this, unless you just want to get your field goal kicker some work, you might as well go for it and try to get a touchdown. He'll set up to throw. Fires to the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there are some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can build on.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. You're getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up with.
There he goes. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
And I think as a running back, if you're this guy, you're licking your chops right now. This is what you want, right? You've got a big lead in the fourth quarter, and you're smiling because you know you are going to get the rock. They're going to force-feed you the football to try and ice this game, and he's paying him off right now. That's a really nice run.
And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Wolverines. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8.
Sunglasses on. Yeah. Washington.
And he hit on her. He was real smooth with it. That nigga was like. And the crazy part is, I think he knew all along.
Depends on the boot.
Him?
Nah, the son.
The son? Oh, okay. Yeah.
Hey, I hope I'm not bothering you, but would you mind posing my kids for a picture?
Wins.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated.
You won!
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Scoops it up, still a live ball. The offense back on top of it. That's going to be a safety, but trust me, that could have been much, much worse.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple of weeks, especially the next week of practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.
So here comes the Michigan offense. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today.
Who's that?
They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points? Because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The lone back's got it. Breaks into the open. At the 30. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock. He'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and
He was
goal
like,
from the
what?
5. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah,